Chatfish are gonna look at this and be like, "What? 3D models? We can order those?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can." Look, chat. Look. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, like that. I like that. Look at that. So, whoa. Chatfish, stop it. You little goofballs. All right. Former Ghost 3D model Chatfish is complete. Good job. Remember, chat, you can have yourself a very own 3D model for $60 reduce. I don't know why that made that noise. It was weird. My desk acted like it had a controller vibrate on it for a second, but I don't know what that was. I wonder if that was like my neighbor or something slamming something. All right. Let's see, chat. We've got a draw. In today's drawing, we're going to focus on a couple of things. The first thing we're going to focus on is Grunch's Chatfish. Grunch, you're a little Grunch fish. Grunch fish. Part of me wants to like look at the screen while drawing, you know, like look up instead of the visual screen and just see if that works, you know. So we're just going to draw Scrunch's little Chatfish. You know, it's like this is his little Chatfish, okay, and this is his little helmet, and he's like, you know, like that's the sound it makes, you know, and it's sort of like, wow, you know, it's just really respectable, you know. There's little eyes here, and he got these little ears, you know, and he got a little stick, a little halberd, you know, because Astrians have to have fucking pointy ass halberds because they're fucking weird like that. And he's got his little, you know, little lip with his little tooth.
Pretty edgy helmet.
A little chubby body and his little cape that goes like this. And drawing while looking at the screen is kind of like hell, honestly. It's the equivalent of grating my face off with a cheese grater. All right, so that's just not going to work. So you're just going to have to endure the fact that the model's going to occasionally look down and stop moving because it's the only way to draw, I swear to God. That or Chatfish pay a bajillion bucks for me to get my 27-inch tablet over. But I'm not doing that because that's a lot of work. And there's actually nowhere to put that, actually. There is actually nowhere to put that. All right, so what we do is we enhance, right? We enhance the image. Okay, we draw a little circle to represent his circumference as a Chatfish, right? Then we do a little line here to show which and where his little fish is, so to speak. Okay, the helmet has like a little pointed spot. It's like whoop, whoop, you know, because that's for the tail fin, you know. That's protected under this helmet safely. Okay. And then it goes kind of like this. And then it goes back down like that. You got like two eyes, one here, you know. Oh my god, I don't have any experience drawing armor. Oh! A tooth, a bottom lip that goes like, whoa, big lip. And I'm not sure, there's like fins right here, like this is his fin.
No, they're like the clips for the cape.
Oh, okay.
They go over the helmet.
His fins are just obscured.
Yep. But you can draw them.
I think you have failed, and that's your problem.
I didn't draw it. Solid did.
Okay, look at that. Nice little...
They Sala original. What gives it away is how the helmet is rendered.
Wait, Sal, did you do this?
Yes.
Oh my god. I can't tell because my document's like black and white. Finally done stuffing your face, huh, Gibbs? I haven't eaten anything. Why is it black and white? Because I have a mod on my Google Docs that basically turn it to only black and white for my eyes. Remember, I spend so much time writing documents and looking at documents, you have no idea. Often just staring and thinking and not even writing. And that's like 9 times out of 10 what I'm doing. It's either staring and thinking or like writing a word for some language or like talking to myself and trying to verbalize it for fucking 6 hours. and trying to verbalize. The life of a writer is hard and sad, and you should feel bad for me. Yes, pity Kib. Poor Kib is sad.
It's one thing like dimming the page because it's too white, but then making images black and white, I don't know why you're doing that. How are you getting the colors then? You just downloading the image?
No, asking you and guessing. Asking you
That's not what you
and
did. That's not what you did for the previous streams. You just colored them.
yeah, with my bravery. Oh my god, it does look like a little bird when I look at the little
You're
face.
just that good at converting tone into color.
No, it's just because I can kind of. I looked at it once, so I can kind of guess. Okay, so it's like a big booger that hangs off the side. Okay, big booger. I like the one on the left, but like mirroring things is just something I don't know how to do. So I'm just not going to do it. They're going to be asymmetrical. Okay? Chatfish didn't pay for symmetry. And even if they did, I couldn't even do symmetry if I wanted to.
Gamers.
Welcome back.
Rise up.
Whatever your name is, Kitten or something.
I feel like you're full of hatred. You know that? Just full of so much hatred in your heart.
Okay, so like it goes
Really,
like
that video you posted with the cats on the skateboard.
Yeah.
That song, I'm obsessed with that song from that video. I'm just listening to that on repeat. I can't get it out of my head.
It's in my head, I can't get it out of my head. It's in my head, I can't get it out of my head. Goddamn.
Fucking pop. That's what it is.
Your mom's gonna pop when I'm done with her. Pop. She said, Mom, she's exploded. I'm like, yep, that's what I told you.
I said bop, not pop.
Pop. Kids bop.
Bop. Kids bop. Food, good.
I like how one eye's a little bigger because he's fucking stupid. I fucking hate symmetry, chat. Cream elements? Killjoy, if I swear to God, if you bought another fucking art piece, I'm gonna cut your nuts off. And fuck your nuts. And fuck your nuts up.
I'm gonna fuck your nuts up.
He's like, don't fuck my
Fuck him
nuts up. I swear to
can
God, I
always
didn't donate
say-
for that. I got promoted recently, and I will start now. I will now start cashing in the $20 I give you on Patreon. Hashtag cookie. Hashtag chatfish drop. Hashtag fishing stream. All right, that's 40 then if he's cashing in on his Patreon as well. $20 for his regular donation. $20 for the Patreon, which is 40 in total for chatfish drop and fishing stream. I don't know why, but I think like chatfish drop is like egg drop soup or something. I don't know why. It's like just a little soup with a little fish in it. Little fish.
There's no one's allocating. Okay, I'll do that.
Well, yeah, I got to draw.
Drawing.
Licky or whatever your name is, Squealy.
I added $20.
40.
I added $4. No, $20 to the daily. $40 to the fish.
Good, Squealy. Good, Squealy. Rub his belly. He's like,
Stupid kid.
you know, because he purrs, because he's weird.
You know, when you rub a cat's belly, it gets really upset. Kill you.
No, they like try to battle you, and then you rub their
Depends on
belly
the cat.
and you hold them down like. Or it's like Otto von Kittiesburg, and he's just brain damaged because he was half dead, and so you rub his belly, and he just doesn't do anything. He just lays there and looks at you like, like very.
Why is he
sad.
called Otto von Kiesberg?
So Otto von Kittiesburg is the kitty I babysat, and that's the kitten you saw in that laptop in that picture, if you ever seen it. And it's just sitting there, and it's like, meow. It's like looking at me. But that's because Otto von Kittiesburg, and his name is Otto von Kittiesburg, right? And so like my family found him, like, or family, or I don't know, rescue shelter. I don't know. I don't remember the full story. I just remember they mentioned he was half frozen to death, and they were able to revive him. And so that was, you know, he's a rescue animal, but he's kind of fucking retarded. And by fucking retarded, like, he has brain damage. Like, he doesn't, like, jump off of counters. He falls off of counters. Like he just flops on the ground. His fat body, like plant.
Does he make sad meows when he does it?
No, he just gets up and just keeps waddling around. But like he's fucking brain damaged. Like he'll like fucking like he'll rub his belly and he'll just like look at you and be like meow meow meow, and he just rub his belly and like meow, you know, because he's like, yeah, I like my belly rubbed because I'm retarded, and he's kind of chunky because he doesn't know how to stop eating, so he's just fat. So he's just fat. He's just a tube, and so I normally grab him and just like wriggle him around on the fucking couch. And so his like little fat body starts rolling around. And his little stupid paws start flopping around and smacking the sides of the couch and stuff. And it's just like, he doesn't get mad. He's just like, he's just like, whatever. And then you just like grab him and slap him in your lap and then rub your face on him. And your face starts hurting and itching because you're allergic to them. And then you're sad. You're like, I didn't want to do that. I kind of appreciate how brain damaged he is. I kind of appreciate it. He's so goddamn retarded.
It's because he reminds you of yourself.
No, he reminds me of Squealy. He's just Squealy, but as a cat.
Not that,
man.
You're that dumb now.
Okay, now it's time to lower it a bit, like it's matter, you know. I hate drawing. I hate drawing. I hate drawing. I want to be writing lore. I hate drawing. I hate drawing right now. I want to write lore, but I can't. Tonight I'm gonna write more lore. I'm gonna write so much fucking lore that chat's gonna be like, Kib, you're so cool. You write so much lore, and I'll be like, yeah, I do. I write lots of stuff. And like, I don't know what I'm writing. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, it just sort of happens. And then we're scared, and you're scared, and I don't know which character's gonna die and which one's gonna live. And then I'm like randomly spontaneous, like, God, you know, it'd be really nice if she died. And then she dies. And then chat's like, no, that's my favorite character. I'm like, whoops, sorry. It was better that she died, chat. You understand? It'll help the flow. She's like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Like, the one on the right is perfect. Like, you're so perfect. We need to steal you. Okay, because trying to mirror that's just not going to happen. How does it make you feel? How does that make you feel, chat? Do you like it? The chip is a chunky Kib. Chunky, chunky, monkey.
I, as a chatfish, have come to the conclusion that I'm upset. You have upsetted me. And I will now cry.
I have become Chatfish.
What about Fatfish?
Destroyer of worlds.
Look at that. Isn't that pretty fucking Swexy-like? Yeah, it looks like Grunch already. I'm just gonna put the eyeballs in there. I can't wait to watch Kib have to draw my Exo bucket. I can't wait to fucking charge him triple. He's like, no! Yeah! Because I like invoice him for 8 million former Gus bucks. And then former Gus is broke. Because I stole all his money. And I spent it on chili dogs. I'm gonna spend it on chili dogs. Yep. That's what we're doing.
Typical Kib. Become more like Sonic the Hedgehog as the days go on.
Former Slapdrop gave me money to go buy chili dog stuff that I have yet to do because I haven't finished all my groceries.
What? Specifically chili dogs?
Yeah, we're gonna make chili dog. I mean, Chatfish pay for something? I'll not even make it. I don't care. Like, it pays for food. That's one less expenditure. And I like hot dogs. You know what? I've been craving hot dogs. You know what? I've been craving. Transfer to lower layer. Merge with layer below. Merge with layer below. Boop. Look at that. Chatfish. Now what we're going to do is we're only going to do one side, and the other side we're just going to copy. No, wait, you can't set an angle. Alright, chat, I need you to get out of my fucking face. There we go. It's a little chatfish on my desk. Just like getting on my tablet and just slap him aside. He screams as he flies away. He's gone, chat. We lost him. Chatfish down, chatfish down.
I do think the best kind of chatfish merchandise possible would just be a chatfish stress ball. So you just squeeze them and their eyes pop out. And it goes back to normal.
Oh my god, I hate Palatina Guard. I hate the Palatina Guard. Why did I have to write the lore for them as looking like this? Oh my god. It's the wayward bird of Calestios. The Calestios. Okay, let me draw that little thing right there. Yeah, that, and then we boop, 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 boop. And then perfection. Look at that, and then we just go. That's wrong. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Oh well. Because I think Carlos's armor was a bit different. Oh my god. That's so goofed up.
Oh, the joys of drawing helmets.
Chat bitches.
He's just like, why can't there be an actual bucket? Or a flat surface that doesn't reflect any light?
It's not even up to that part.
There we go, chat. That's what I'm talking about. That's a helmet. Just, they purr with excitement. They know they're good little fishies. He's so little. A little chatfish. You can see his little eye bulges over there on the side. You know, he's angy. Add some creases. Yeah, he's just a spooky little guy. And then we take this and we mirror it. Because I'm not. What are you laughing
Doing
about?
it. I was wondering if you were going to.
Fuck yeah, dude. I realized that. I wanted to
I
at least
was
look
watching
good.
how you were drawing the helmet. Like, I have a feeling.
I was
Big
playing
Gus has gifted 5 memberships.
I
Thank you for the good memberships. Is that for a chili dog too? He's like, yeah, have one on the house. Have one on the
I
house.
clicked the paper in the clipboard.
The paper and the
icon.
clipboard.
Yep. And then on your left. Sorry, your right. No. Okay, now click the transform tool on the gray bar. That PP, yep. And then on your right, click the mirror with the horizontal hourglass symbol.
I can barely see those icons, man. This tablet's fucking tiny. It's 13 inches.
No, okay, left side.
The left side?
Yeah.
This? No.
Yeah, to the right a bit more. Up. There you go, that one. Click that. Yeah, now drag it over. Wow. Look at
Amazing.
that. You're cheating. Yay.
Oh my god, you drew the left side perfectly, exactly the same as the right side. Except it's like there was
Oh,
a
no!
line down the middle.
You're such a good artist, kid. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, you fuck. You put it on the same layer. The technique I was doing would allow me just to erase underneath. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
I didn't put it on the same layer. You did. No, you're on the wrong layer. Click layer 80. Yeah, and now you can erase.
That's 50! You
Oh, it's
stupid
very small. I thought it said
motherfucker.
80.
Alright, fine. We're just merging these two layers because it's getting confusing.
Don't merge the sketch layer.
Bucket fish are fucking fat. I'm like, no. Can't make the chatfish angry.
Have you ever told you how inky a chatfish could really be?
Also, the next myth thumbnail, because you did the grayscale thing, you're gonna emulate the box art now. The box art has color. He's like, yeah.
Isn't the box art just like 80s style, like oil paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sound sad immediately.
Don't worry, there's always going to be a few minor additions.
It'll be Myth Fallen Lords and then Myth Soulblighter. Did you see the remaster that came out?
No.
The fan-made remaster is really good. The textures are like super nice. And I mean like really nice. It honestly makes it look like Halo 1, which is funny, but Myth.
Yeah, the box art's like, it's like kind of cartoony, like Frazetta style art.
It would be funny for the
Like Frank
The fan-
Frazetta.
like the fan remake if they add like a little section. If you zoom in, it's just fucking Halo music to play homage to the one section where it's the Siege of Madrigal in Halo.
Well, Madrigal. There was no Siege of Madrigal in Halo.
No. The music that would have been for that. And one of the Halo levels, if you fly to a specific part of it, you can hear it.
Yeah, no.
It's me, Kid. Hi, how are you?
Wait, is it being remastered by Bungie?
No, fuck no, thank God.
Do you think they
Remaster-
care about Matt? Do you think they care about Myth?
They only dragged out Marathon so they could use some other IP to sell fucking Destiny.
Yeah, do you think they care about where they came from?
Who's remastering it?
The modders.
Oh,
Ragnarok.
a mod, okay. I was
Or
wondering why
Magma.
mod
No,
anything.
the Magma project. It's really good. We played the 1.8.5 version of Myth, and it was we tested it. It's really good. Yeah, look at that. Fucking easy. Basically done. Except for,
Wow.
you know, one problem. One glaring, nightmarish problem that I might have just realized. That might cost me my sanity. No, wait, that's fine. We just need to adjust this. No, we need just the whole thing. We need just the whole thing. Cut it in half. Cut it in half.
Now, I know Gib did it for expediency, but generally I advise against mirroring drawings like this because they look a little unnatural as a result.
They do. That's why I'm gonna make some unique adjustments.
I'm also gonna merge the little visor there down the bottom.
Yep, because it's wrong.
Wrong.
It's wrong.
Alice has got to come in and be like, "Did you not see this reference here? Why are you looking at old references, fool?"
Oh my god.
Twitch Gibbs is duly noted.
There's a reason why I
And
pay you
ignored.
artists to do the art shit, because you know what? That's your fucking Like that's your problem. I
That's,
gotta deal with the
some of the-
lore for the project. Do you have any idea how fucking
You say
nightmare-
deal with kids, but that's what you want to do.
Oh my god.
It's true.
The lore is hell. If you could only understand how big my fucking setting was. Nobody does. Nobody will. And the people on the team who understand it now hate it. Like, what have we done? Why'd you have to go and make the biggest goddamn thing? And I'm like, because.
You have autism.
Like, at first it was like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
we'll just expand this little note. And it's like, oh, well, maybe this note's actually really cool. We could just turn this note into a game called Legend of Terrestria. It's like 116, you know, there was a character. They went here, and it was an experience for them. And it's important. And it's like, okay, well, let's expand that experience a little bit. And it's like, well, now I'm working on, like, 4 languages. So now I'm working on 4 that are related to a note about 116. God fucking help
And
me.
John Terrestria isn't afraid of anything.
John Terrestria. I like how he slaps Rhea's star steel blade and fucking her clothes blow off her body. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, that's what my
Just
poetry could come from,
immediately
like, what?
strips her. Just like, okay.
I would slap a different part of Rhea and blow her clothes off her body, but that's.
Look at this horn dog over here.
Chat, he's talking, he's talking about her dick.
What?
Look at this little...
That reaction amused me.
He's like, why?
Because I'm calling you fucking gay.
We're gonna erase part of the little cloak. The reason why is because the cloak is fabric. It shouldn't be symmetrical.
Halo got laughed at the room when it was first showed his face. Yeah, look at Halo now. A laughing stock again. It's like a cycle. A cycle that ends with the death of a franchise.
Like I said, when we were watching the marathon trailer, I felt like them quoting Ozymandias was perfect, but for not the reasons they think.
All the wrong reasons.
Yep.
I am Ozymandias, king of kings.
Anyone watch that?
Whoa, ye gamer, be sad. See that Bungie's fucking fallen so low.
People when
See
they
that
first
movie?
when they first made the poem, it's like this is really specific. It'll make sense in time.
It's actually about Halo. What's Halo?
That was that
Master Chief,
marathon.
King of
It,
Kings.
it made no sense. Like, that's supposed
It
to be the
doesn't
tail
follow-
fin of fucking. Okay, well, you wouldn't see it because he's like looking directly at us.
Maybe it's just hanging to the side.
It's like Breaking Bad reference to Ozymandias. Why can't we do it? There's a narrative around pride in that show, not in fucking marathon. Whatever the fuck you're doing with it.
The difference of it being symbolic and it being pretentious. Those are the two sides of that coin. Breaking Bad is symbolic. In Marathon, it's just pretentious. Because it's shallow as fuck.
Well, that turned out less horrible than I was expecting. But it's still inaccurate.
It's not accurate.
Chat bitches. This needs to be elongated to high hell.
Now, is the end of the halberd away from the viewer? Is that what that is? Moving it's backwards?
It's on his back, like a little back weapon.
Let me see.
No. No. When you're just a little chat bitch, you know what's happening. Just chat bitch. Oh no, that goes all the way down there. Oh boy. You know what? It's abstracted. We need not think of that. We can do this though to be cute. The Grunch, known for his grunchian ways.
The grunge.
Kibbs doesn't want to get into details. He just looks at chat. It's symbolic. You wouldn't understand.
Can we? We need more.
More!
More. I hate everything I have become. I have become the symbol of my hatred.
What's that?
Working. Always working. I actually don't.
Why?
I want to work more.
Everything about you.
Canonized concept art. Where are you at, you dirty little slut? There you are.
Just use Salah's one. You're gonna correct Salah's mistakes.
What are you talking about?
Talking about the helmet. He's talking about concept art.
I don't know what.
Why did Blank talk about flood? Why are you doing that? Little Blink guy. What are you talking about? I'm also noticed that Yinglis is gray. I didn't see that earlier, but he's gray. And it feels odd. Genghis believes that the
Genghis-
addition of Yinglets as the Forerunners would turn Halo's fortune around.
Which
I agree, actually.
Halo's
I
fortune.
think-
That would be better than what they chose, which was space vampire monkeys.
I think that's the breath
Give
of
myself more
fresh air
food.
that they need.
I just think they
Yinglets,
should have
wow.
committed to the original fucking idea, which was that Forerunners were just humans.
No, but Kibbs, they had other ideas and they wanted to change it.
It was supposed to be all fucking dead.
And then they started, and they didn't even need to show us the Forerunners. See, in certain settings, you should
They
show
never should have.
the pre-lore if it makes sense, right? But in both Mass Effect and in both in Halo, they're the two settings that didn't do anything. So when you want to write pre-lore as somebody who has experience with this and has read settings that actually do it and actually likes it, you need to write the pre-lore in tandem with the actual lore. That's why I have the pre-lore and then I have the before times all written at the same time as everything else. Why? Because they can all match up. They're all part of a great vision. Rather than being random shit that's just randomly done.
No, I think you should write a good cohesive story and then over 10 years later start rewriting it with pre-law.
Oh yeah, and then have
I
a
think that's a solid way.
and then have a
You make-
giant no, and then have a giant monkey man beat the shit out of the main character that
Yes,
everyone
always
likes,
have the giant monkey man. Yeah,
and then
in
kill
writing
him off,
school.
and then kill him off screen. So it's like you don't even get the catharsis of kicking his shit in.
I thought he died when Chief shoved the fucking grenade into his chest. But nope. He lived in a fucking comic.
It's also important to forget about the elements that made your story good in the first place when you're writing the new stuff. As well, if to be spiteful about it as well, that's bonus points.
And then shit on the fan base that got you there.
Of course. How else are you going to sell this thing? You got to get that new audience.
No,
Not
no,
your
the
established audience.
no, the wider audience.
I don't know how to do eyes.
I feel like
eyes are hard.
the didact could have worked if he were human and had a better reason.
If he was just like an old human that was bitter about what happened to his people.
Look, if there are like 10 million Halo fans, there's like 7 billion people on the planet, so you don't need them.
I liked the Promethean Knight. I didn't like any of the other Prometheans.
You didn't like
I
the
like the
dog
design,
things?
I hated fighting them.
No, the dog just like looked like a gun with a pair of
Oh,
legs floating around.
I'm
Because they were a
I'm
gun.
biting off more
I
than my
know.
brain can chew right now. We're going too far above. We just need to do what we were paid to
Wait,
do.
what are you trying to do?
No,
He was
maybe
thinking
not.
of adding details. Remember, kids, keep it simple.
Yeah, I don't have the skill to pull that off. So I'm gonna need to cheat even harder. Just, nah.
go to original artwork, copy,
That's what
paste.
I'm doing. Listen, I'm going a step above. I get to cheat a little. Fucking catfish. I'm catfish or chubby. I know you're chubby catfish because you're fat. Fat little fucking catfish. Chunky little fuckers. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, chat. Download it and put it right there, and then we fucking slash it in here like so.
Well, it honestly, Donald, having the lack of preload in a setting universe 1, just look at this little 40k. It depends on what the goal of the story is for. About whether or not how necessary the pre-law is.
Yeah, because like if you like for example, if you want a setting where it's just like there's been a like societal collapse, you might want like some general notes about what happened. But if it's more taking place in the ruins of it and or telling the story about that point in time, not what happened before,
Yeah.
you don't
You don't want to get that
need,
bogged down.
you don't need to get that into the weeds about what happened before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not every story needs a preload thing. Like, the thing is, 40k, or things like that, because that's what he's talking about, right?
Yep.
Because that's always what they're talking about. But the usual thing is that it's okay to have.
What they're talking about.
They're so predictable. But the thing is that
I wonder why.
it's just called a
Anyway.
little cheating.
It's always 30k. Always 30k.
We just need to cheat with one thing in particular, and then I can be done cheating. Then I'm almost done cheating. We're going above and beyond shit. And I'm cheating very badly because I'm doing 90% of it myself. What are you
You are
owning?
hiding the screen?
Ma'am?
Okay, just make sure.
I mean, I'll show you what I'm cheating. I have to fix it.
Oh yeah, no, he just wanted to make sure you didn't forget.
I'm just cheating with the eyes, the eye layout, and then be like, okay, they're there. And now I don't need to cheat anymore. Now I've got the construction lines I need. It was the crown that was the biggest
That
issue.
style is art.
Yeah, it was. Now I could do the rest.
Thief.
I am a thief. And I don't care. Her hair goes actually all the
Preload
way
is
down.
great without needing it to be in depth. Some 40k and other sites don't have enough explanation without going deep. I think the Horus Heresy is enough, and as fleshed out as the story as it is. I don't think they need to write books on the fucking War in Heaven and shit. Like before the Horus Heresy, they don't need to do.
I don't think there's really a point to the fucking War in Heaven instead of just being backlore shit.
Yeah, no, it's just
It's
it's just
infinitely
kinda
more
just
interesting.
as the Necrons, really.
It's
They don't
infinitely
need to
more.
talk about battles.
If it's infinitely more interesting just to have the legend of the old ones and the Necrons going to war
Exactly.
with the original orcs and Eldar going at it for the old one. It's infinitely more interesting than whatever they would fucking write up.
Yeah,
Yep.
and if you start writing out the details, it loses its mysticism as well, and it doesn't really add anything.
No, because it
it-
doesn't actually matter.
Hmm.
The reason why, like, I think the fact that they gave the old ones a design to begin with, I find annoying. They shouldn't even have a design. They should just be a name, and you know nothing
They
else
don't
about it.
exist anymore.
Well, the biggest... Okay, so I don't 100% agree that they don't have to expand it, because you can always expand a universe indefinitely. Look at Star Wars The Old Republic. It's actually cooler than Star Wars, or regular Star Wars, in my opinion.
Well, that's because Star Wars: The Old Republic is like a different setting from, traditional Star Wars games.
I know, but it's like a much more... It's
It's
like
more
a-
well-rounded.
It's more well-rounded, and it's like written by people who care more. Like the Legends canon that follows the movies is okay. Like it's good. It's got good parts like Thrawn and shit like that. But the Old Republic stuff was so good originally, and it fell off in the end because they started tampering too much with it. But the Old Republic stuff is really fucking good, mostly because it was made by people who gave a shit. And so
Yeah,
the
well-
big thing is if people give a shit, right? Like you can do pre-lore stuff and do it well, and I do believe that.
Yeah, of course.
I do believe that 40K
we were
can
just
do
talking
that and
about-
stuff like that too.
Yeah, you can always, like I said, someone could write a banger book about the War in Heaven. It's just saying it's not necessarily needed for like the main story. Like Old Republic stuff is great and some of the most interesting settings, but you don't need the Old Republic for the actual the
Yep.
trilogy movies.
You don't. No, it's all in the media, right? So if
That's
it's
all we're
it's
talking
side
about,
media,
so-
it's fine, right? Like that's the big
Yeah.
thing, because you don't need it to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like about the main stuff. Okay, Rhea, you dirty little slut. What are you doing?
Horus
over
Harry
here?
does have too many books. This is true. Horus Heresy is weird. They reached a point where they just started like writing filler, and it's
That's
like,
what-
oh, let's just
See?
write a story about this battle that happened at this time. That's got nothing to do with
It's
anything.
almost like they shouldn't have just fucking touched on what the fuck happened, because it's so long ago, and everyone is they're so entrenched in their own bias. It's just like it's one of the better places where they could have actually just relied on the unreliable narrator and just leave it at that.
Look at Rhea's coming up to shank fucking Grunch. That's why he's like.
I don't know. It's hard because there are some excellent books in Horus Heresy and some fucking dog shit as well. So
Yeah, that's my problem, because I read the Horus Heresy and it's all right, parts of it, but it falls off relatively quickly, and it falls off because it's incredibly it has no sense of direction. It's sort of fucking all over the place. And
Like-
the reason why it fell off for me and why I stopped buying the audiobooks for it is because when you read it or when you're listening to it, like it just starts to wander without a sense of direction. And it's not world building. It's literally filler and milking. And it's like, okay, but you're just extenuating this and also deconstructing. See, execution is everything. I am 100% believing that. I think they could have done a vast expanse of different setting and even turn it into its own IP because it'd be cool. That's what I'm gonna do. But they failed, and they failed ultimately because people didn't care. But not just because of that, but they also have this thing where they do this deconstructing thing. Like they take the God Emperor, a character that's beloved by the franchise, and they fucking butcher him. Like the what was it, the book, I forget, was it where like Empress Urda and stuff like that, and his name is Neoth. Yeah, I think that's the one. But they like they demystify him, basically like bring him down. Like it's just not interesting. What was that, Licky Boy?
I think the best example of filler like this, it like reached a point where What?
He snorked at me. That was the hands.
Sniffled.
That was Reggie.
It's that time of year where I start to sniffle a lot.
Oh, it was hands. But yeah, like the best example of filler is the book, was it like War of the Abyss or something, where it's like it's just 5 random space marines fighting like this ultra mega ship that the heretics have, and then they fight it and then they destroy it and they say, yeah, we did it, and these characters never come back again. And then in the very next book, they just build like 50 more of these big ships. It's like, oh, why did I read this?
It was a waste of time.
And it's just a battle that happened during the Hellas Heresy, just in a pocket of space, but has no real impact on any of the actual war or any of the actual key players.
Yes, you want to follow points of interest.
And there's like 15 books like that.
Yep. Well, it's because they're milking it, right? So that's the problem. Like, it's the same problem with like Star Wars. Star Wars is different. Modern Star Wars is like, okay, you know the New Republic and all its lore about the New Republic and the new Star Wars. There are books that talk about it, and I actually did glimpse through them. But they basically painted the New Republic as like this organization that was born of, like, it just immediately became corrupt and was decadent and really just was inert and kind of a lame duck. And honestly, it being wiped out in Force Awakens is kind of like, okay, whatever. It was kind of shit anyways. And then they start expanding on it with the TV shows.
Was a terrible scene.
Because they expand on it with the TV shows by even getting closer to it, right? And then you see the New Republic and the TV shows like Mandalorian, and what is it? It's just ineffective, inert, unable to actually exert any sort of military influence. It's being challenged by multiple external powers, yet is rapidly demilitarizing for no reason.
The thing is, I wish it was that deep. It's just portrayed so poorly because the writing is so bad in those shows.
Yep, compared to the Legends,
that's
right?
why it looks terrible. And
what does the Republic do after it basically starts inheriting or taking over after the Emperor falls? The New Republic isn't really technically a New Republic still. It's still a rebellion, and they still have yet to truly form the proper New Republic because they're now fighting against a fractured galactic empire that's now fracturing and slowly falling apart as basically things coming undone.
That's an interesting element that people want to see explored, and that's why Mando initially was very popular, but because it was in that era and it had, played lip service to that, but it never actually executed on that.
Yep, it didn't actually pay lip service, and it just tied right back into the movies that nobody liked.
And Grogu being a Grogu.
Grogu's character is bad purely because he absolutely destroys the Mandalorian character. Like, immediately, right off the bat, his character starts immediately crumpling. No, not immediately, sorry. It doesn't start crumpling right away. It's a great moment to show Mando's character and start building him up and start establishing, more unique identity, right? But the issue is right after that, instead of actually, like, okay, now, like, Luke should have taken Grogu and, fucking take him to the new Jedi Order and train him and shit, he just stays with him. And that's horrible.
What I think they should have done is that if they want to have the marketable fucking plushy Grogu, fucking bullshit, they have Mando take the kid, drop him off with someone that's trusted with that kind of thing, and then he goes back to bounty hunting, and then we return to that kind of plot line regarding the child Jedi idea every once in a while, because the actual show is supposed to be about a Mandalorian bounty hunter, And he doesn't do a lot of Mandalorian fucking bounty hunting, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
There's like one other episode where he does bounty hunting, and it's a really fucking retarded episode where he's killing everyone else on his goddamn team.
Yep, it's just lame. And you notice how there's why I brought up Star Wars is because it's the exact similar problem that Warhammer suffers from.
I don't know. I think they're different. Like for Horus Heresy, that thing is wildly different.
No, but fundamentally. So fundamentally, both of these things are drifting apart from what people actually want to know in story progression. They're lingering on things they can milk for marketability, right? So in the case of the Horus Heresy, it's lingering on certain aspects like not really progressing the story to get to the end or to get to points of interest because there isn't that much to go through to actually get to the end of the war. Realistically, in terms of beat boarding, right? Because you got to get to the Siege of Terra and then like the actual like basically the Emperor falling and what that. And then Horus being like BT, what do you call it? BT, fuck, I forget the fucking
BTFO'd.
BTFO'd basically, yeah. And so that's like the big climactic event, right? And in the case of Star Wars, it's also lingering, right? It's not letting go of Grogu because they want to continue it. They're different stories, drastically, yes, but fundamentally they're doing the same exact thing. They are milking the ever-living Jesus out of the same plot points and lingering purely to extenuate and pad out the runtime so that they can continue to basically milk this without actually having to do anything.
So I think that it's more so they're just milking Grogu, and it's at the expense of the show because they actually don't. Because Grogu makes too much money, he's way too marketable.
Yes, and that's exactly my point.
At the expense of the show, he keeps coming back, even though he really shouldn't.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense for him to. While the Horus Heresy is, they wanted to do like this big, make it this big galaxy-spanning epic, essentially. And what happened, you had all these writers going, oh, I want to write this story. I want to write this story. I'm going to then write this story. And kind of losing cohesion and direction in the midway point. And I think they kind of got slapped collectively towards the end as they all kind of funneled back together again with Siege of Terror, which is just one book after the other again.
Yep, because they're trying to milk
But,
it. Like, it's just dragging...
Yeah, there is the milking aspect there, but I'd say the Star Wars act is far more detrimental.
Yes, but fundamentally, again, it's the same. You're focusing too much on the details when I'm talking about, like, the grand picture. We're not talking to each other, you're talking past me.
I'm talking to you.
I think you two should kiss.
I think that's fucking gay.
Yeah,
I'm a proponent.
Mando should have been, the Grogu bounty is the big one that he has to go across the galaxy for, and then he has to fund his exploits by doing small bounties along the way. But it wasn't that. It was, fucking bullshit. That's what it was.
Grogu's adventures with Mandalorian existing and Pedro Pascal phoning it in, and honestly, kind of just revealing how bad of an actor Pedro actually is. Like originally when I first started like seeing Pedro, I'm like, oh, he's got some potential, but then real quickly you realize that he's not actually that talented, and he also just phones it in and has no passion. He is a atypical fucking standard Hollywood actor with no passion, no soul.
I need them to see my face so they can recognize me.
Yep.
Also, well, I mean, it doesn't help that Mando's character is incredibly thin and one-dimensional and sucks. It doesn't make any sense.
That's
The thing is, if they were going for someone who doesn't give a fuck
His whole
about
motivation for so long was to fucking like become rekindled with his Mando crew because he took the helmet off.
Also,
even though that was never
so fucking
lore,
weird.
but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
the Mandalorian lore is so fucking
why does he
horrible
give a
and
shit?
butchered. Like, okay, so the big problem with the Mandalorians in the Star Wars setting is they're really cool on principle, except for the fact that every writer that's ever touched the Mandalorians as a group has
ruined it.
Has just made it, compounded it into just like they're retarded, their culture's stupid, it doesn't make any sense. And then what was the worst thing they did was actually under George Lucas's watch with the Clone Wars TV show. That Mandalorian arc was so fucking awful. it ruined everything about Mandalore. Anything that was left that was good, it ruined. The Clone Wars TV show effectively was George Lucas basically going and burning every bit of Legends lore pretty much possible by pissing on everything without really actually caring about the setting and trying to milk it for money. I didn't realize it until much later when I started to grow up a bit more, because at first I was like, the Clone Wars TV show, I was so enamored.
Don Favreau?
I was so, well, Dave Filoni, but it's not just
Dave
him,
Filoni, sorry.
because George Lucas also penned a lot of that shit too. So the big problem is that, again, Dave Filoni is incredibly incompetent and has no idea.
I honestly despise the fact people where it's like, he's the savior of Star Wars. He's like, no, he's just as bad.
Yeah.
He's even worse now.
Well, no, he's even worse now because he's inserting his OC into everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rhea's gonna stab Grunch in the back, and so Grunch is scared. Oh my god, yes. We put little fingers.
I always know Rio is evil. That's why I like her so much.
Look at those grippers.
And just gripping him, with her hand. Long
That rig my grip.
live the
Oh,
king,
no.
or the empress, or she'll say like that.
Psycho Dad's right. He did phone it in, literally. He was never really on set. Past the first season.
Like they could have gotten like a really good voice actor to do Mando, and if like a body double actor, not body double, stuntman actor.
No, it would be effectively at that point a body double.
Okay, now
Well,
I'm
look,
gonna make
even
the
if you
fingers
get the most
bigger,
passionate actor in the world, like,
'cause she wears
if the writing's
gloves.
shit, it's still shit. Like, fucking Boba Fett, like, the actor for that was so into the role, but the writing was so bad, and the character was
They
so
even got
awful in
the
that
fucking
show.
original VA, or not the actor.
Yeah,
for
in
the clones.
interviews, he kept saying, like, I feel like I should be more stoic in these scenes and say less, and all these things. And they're like, no, you need to say more and cry like a baby and fucking wrestle naked and shit.
It's like, yeah, but that's not what Mandalorians and Mando
Exactly.
typically does.
Okay, yeah, because her fingers need to be bigger because she wears gloves. Gripping with whippers. Her little grippy. She's got a good grip
Oh.
of hold on.
That good old Rigma grip.
Yeah, okay, that's her pinky there. Yeah, okay, and her pointer.
Where
there.
is your power?
Okay, good. I didn't fuck up the fingers. I was like, wait, did I do the hand backwards?
Where is your power?
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. It's Rhea grabbing him and about to dress him down. Your uniform is out of order, soldier.
Rhea. She's such a. She's interesting. I can't say.
You lost it. You lost an expensive army issue equipment. You'll be serving this army to your 542.
I'm still not fully sure of Rhea's actual personality because of how much headcanon dumb shit we've done with her.
Dead can dumb shit you guys have done.
I said
No.
we. I didn't say you, Kim.
Just read John Terrestria, and that's all you need.
John
That's pretty much
Terrestria.
Yep.
The Beano comic of legend.
Of
That's
lore,
pretty
even.
much a character profile for her, I'd say.
Yeah, that's about there. So technically, her arm should go like this, actually, and then it should be like that. Off screen, right?
Where is your power?
Because we're gonna.
We need an edit of that, but just Rhea's face talking to a chatfish in
Nah,
terrestrial
I
armor.
don't like her arm there. Like, what is she doing? Like, how is her arm like that? Like, I mean, I guess that kind of. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Fuck! I just smacked my microphone like fucking pen. Ah! Keyboard, no. Keyboard's like, is it purrs? Because my keyboards do that. Kind of weird. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? So fucking weird. You know what? We're not gonna see where her arm is, okay? It's a fucking mystery.
Ah, yes. That's the correct answer.
Because I don't feel like adding 8 million more things. I've already gone above and beyond my station.
I've done everything I needed to do here. Goodbye.
Ah, Princess Rhea. You're such a little goofball. Alright, let's put her little eyelash thing on.
He isn't actually.
She isn't actually. She's not goofy at all. You don't think she's funny?
She seems very serious and straight-laced, almost to a fault.
Please tell me. Wait, did you actually read chapter 1? No, I don't think so. Or did I give you the chapter 1 briefing?
Yeah.
You do know, okay. Never mind. Like, what? What are you talking about? I always forget. I feel like I'm almost going to launch into a tirade about chapter 1 and then be like, oh shit, I just spoiled everything. And then blow my brains out.
Yeah, stop. So I don't know if it was an out-of-date one. I might have to ask you to direct me to all the updated stuff.
I mean, I think it's written down somewhere, the chapter 1 thing. Like, it walks through the prologue and then chapter 1. We even did a lot of level design for the prologue and stuff, but then we had to stop because, you know, well, Robin's got to finish coding all the mechanics. Alright. We've cheated a little bit, but we've got a nice little... No, you know what? I think it's better we don't see her mouth.
I'm gonna tell Sala, and he's gonna write a twit longer about how someone's stealing his art.
You know what's funny? You should ask
And he's
him
like, you know who's stealing his art? His goddamn employer.
his opinion on tracing is actually incredibly funny.
What do you say?
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
Yeah. He said he actually encourages new artists to do it.
The thing I can
I
see
thought that wasn't his point.
Yes. That is his point. So you know why?
I thought the point was it's more acceptable when you are experienced for expediency, but when you're learning, it's about
No. So the reason why is to deconstruct things.
it's so you understand how.
for studies. Yeah, we're not talking about.
Yeah, no, he's not
actually
talking about that. Like you,
your own stuff.
I
No,
don't.
he's what do we just say? It's like so you can learn how something
yeah,
is
for
done.
studies.
There we
It's
go.
like if you don't know like how a certain like math problem works, right? You kind of work backwards from the answer.
Look how Grunch is just sitting there waiting. Why don't? What did I do? You failed one of the. You lost a game against Inglis, and so Rhea has taken it
That
upon
is a
herself.
fate worse than.
Rhea has taken it upon herself to punish Grunch for failing her. You have failed me for the last time, Grunch. She's like, no.
I just like the idea that his uniform's out of order, so she's about to give him a dressing down. Drill sergeant like.
Maybe. She could. A Palatina not wearing the correct... Oh my god.
Exactly.
I can't even think of like what they would do beyond just like that would be so fucking bad. You are the house guard and you fucked up your uniform.
You think the speech about where is your armor is funny? Imagine the speech that guy's going to get.
The captain of the guard, aka Captain Tiano, would be fucking... Oh my god, they'd be like lynched. You don't fuck up your dress uniform. Especially if you're Palatina. That is not okay. It's not power armor, but it is a very nice armor.
Yeah. Where's your Star Steel armor?
Where is your Star Steel armor?
They do
What
not
do you
have
mean
Star
you
Steel.
lost it?
If
You
these
lost
guys
an
had
expensive
Star
issue of
Steel,
army
it'd be so
equipment.
broken. Maybe in a different age. Maybe they'll get more common in the future.
You'll be serving as house girl until you're 543.
I think we know what part of that line he likes the most.
Yep.
Which literally no, you lost it. You'll be working that thing. Same way.
Yeah, that's the part I was thinking you liked the most.
Wait, how do you lose that power up? What do you mean you lost it? Go find it.
stupid.
There. Those fingies look nice and fingy-y.
Is that
Thank
even in the
you.
game, or is that just a fan edit?
No, that's real. I played that section.
Yeah.
Did two?
Yeah, Fallout
Because
2.
the thing is, you use that as an excuse to get into the Enclave base.
Right. Okay.
Is Rhea beating a Yinglet in John Mixer? Yes. She's beating the shit out of one. I didn't fucking say
really?
to do
I
that.
didn't see
Bino
that.
did that. Yeah, she's holding up a
Well, I mean,
Yinglet
it's-
and like beating him up, and like the Yinglet's about to get punched, and then she throws the Yinglet and it goes flying, going.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
The
I
fact that
just
there
thought
are
it was some
Yinglet
rack creature.
crossovers in Terrestria kind of shows the brain rot. I just hope the creator never finds out, especially
The
when
level
this
of
takes off.
brain rot.
The level of brain rot. Also, you misspelled Rhea's name. There's an H there and it's silent. It's silent.
This fucking nerd chatfish. It's silent.
Never forget the H.
Good job, Sal. Thanks to Sala's sketch, Rhea turned out a lot better than she would have if it was just me doing it. Absolute compliments. His work is always stellar. There's a reason why I pay him the big bucks. Rihia. Yeah. Rhea. The H is silent.
I still need like 3 more pieces from him.
You know, I feel like it's a little off. Like there should be bigger tufts of hair. Now that the artist corrected the designs. So if you ever noticed in the dev server, by the way, because you've been on the dev team for a while, but like there was a point if you wind back the clock where Rhea's hair is like this, right? Short and
Yes,
very
I've seen it.
crimson-y red, sort of blood red, right? Like her blood red eyes or crimson eyes. The big problem is that over time there was like a weird color shift that somebody did, and then that color shift kept getting progressively more pink until her hair not only got pink and it got longer. And then we had to basically be like, what the fuck? As we're looking at art and we're looking at the sprite and we're looking at the art and we're like, why is the sprite different? And Robin's like, yeah, no, I think you guys have been fucking up the character art. For some reason, of all the characters, none of the other characters had this issue. It was just Rhea. And I'm not sure where it started. It just started.
I think it's because of the original red is close to her red like sash that she wears.
Yep,
with her
and so the
cowl.
artist tried to change it because they were like, it's
yeah, to
difficult.
try to make them a bit more distinct, and it just slowly gets bit by bit.
Pink by pink, yeah. It's like when Aerith started
As
becoming
with long
blonde
hair, I
for
don't
a
know.
while.
She looks good with long hair. I guess that might be why.
Well, she's so okay. You know, I can't say that. I can't say that. You know what I'm gonna say. But yeah, so like characters change over time. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. Former
Oh.
Gus wants his 5 memberships to go to SF, Myth, Cookie, and Double Tip the Fish.
Into the tartar sauce. Ba-dunk. Whenever we do the
Grab
double
like
dip
the fish.
special, we need like a little animation on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, where it's just a little chatfish dunking another chatfish into, or like a fish nugget into tartar sauce, and smiling. Smiling.
Where's Myth? Here it is.
Oh my gosh, Blake, you could do that. Blake, I need you to animate a 3D chatfish, right? And the chatfish is dunking a chatfish into a little cup of tartar sauce. A little baby one, and it's like screaming and flopping around. Alright, get it done.
Get
it
to
done.
work, slave. No, not a slave.
Get it done. And I'll give you, like, tell me how much you want for it, and then we'll raise the money for it. Oh, what sauce? Tartar sauce. It's like fish sauce. It's like a
Careful, it
mayonnaise
might
with
look like
relish. If I remember right. It's something else, I think? I can't remember. It's good with certain
Like
fish.
dill,
Yeah, dill. If I remember right. It's actually pretty good.
like mayo, dill, and vinegar. I think.
hmm You should have it with only certain types of fish. Or it's good on sandwiches. So like a fish sandwich with tartar sauce as the spread. And then 2 big, thick, green pickles. with a nice thick piece of cheddar cheese, and then a big piece of fish, and then buttered on the bottom of the bun, and then a dash of lemon. A dash of lemon over the fish. Yeah.
I was with
Oh,
you
potato
until you said
sauce.
pickles.
You can ditch the pickles if you don't like it, but a dash of lemon and a little bit of sprinkling of salt. Oh yeah.
But it's not right. I have to follow the recipe exactly, or else it won't taste it.
You'll be wrong.
Maybe you don't need the salt with the lemon. Actually, I just realized I normally, when I have salted fish, I normally don't have it with lemon.
I'm not really a tartare enjoyer myself. So,
You don't like tartar sauce? What?
nah.
It's an acquired taste. That's okay. Just like mayonnaise. I didn't like mayonnaise for the longest time.
Blink, you're gay.
Just like I hated ranch too. Now I like ranch. Now I like mayonnaise.
I like
Also,
ranch mayonnaise.
I also hated green olives. Now I love green olives. Just wow, green olives. They point their fins at it because it's green. I'll try to make it not look like coom. Yes. I don't want the chatfish flailing around covered in coom. You could just add some like pickled relish in it, because sometimes mayonnaise will have usually little sliced diced pickle is in mayonnaise.
Well,
usually.
tartar sauce has dill in it, so you can see the dill like leaves.
Yep.
Shredded.
Well, it also has diced pickle in it. You've never seen that?
I've never seen diced pickle in tartar sauce.
Really? It's little bits of pickle.
I think that's kind of like one of the things you use to identify tartar sauce.
Yeah, it's got little green dots and the white sauce. We're not
That's the
covering
deal.
Rhea and Coom chat. If you want that to happen, you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for it. Blank, you horny best. Like, no, he's a hashtag Rhea Lube Fund. Rhea Bukaki win. Oh god, please no. God, please. Leave her alone. Oh no. Mass Effect Andromeda Celeste is being used again. God have mercy on her. I've decided to make Celeste the default character for Andromeda playthroughs whenever we do Andromeda, just because it helps standardize the thumbnail. But we're going to decide which character we're going to play in Mass Effect 1 when we get back to it, which will start next year, probably. We'll be starting Andromeda this May.
Andromeda, huh? Ready for a miserable experience?
You know, it's actually not that bad. It's not great,
Don't say that.
but it isn't. It isn't that bad. Like, how do I describe it? It's not good. But of
Yeah,
the
that's true.
games I've played, it's not that bad.
It's not the worst.
Yeah. I've played a lot of bad games. Like Dragon Age Veilguard. Oh,
Yeah.
that's unbearable. Give me Mass Effect Andromeda any fucking day. Dragon Age Inquisition. Ugh. I'd rather play Mass Effect Andromeda. Dragon Age Inquisition is unbearable. I hate
What
Inquisition.
about Veilguard?
Well, I just said, like, of the Bioware games, I'd rather play Andromeda than Inquisition or Veilguard. Andromeda is one of those games I've kind of accepted where I'm like, I love the idea conceptually of Andromeda, but the execution is abysmal. Like, absolutely abysmal. It's like, oh my god, like a frontier. It's like Star Trek Voyager, but in the Mass Effect universe. It's really cool because I love that sort of idea. Like we're cut off from like support, and we're on the frontier, and we're alone, and we're isolated. That's cool, and that's it.
There's a Robert who joined.
Rubito.
Hands giving me away.
Bieber,
Hello.
look,
God damn right I
what's
gave
happening
you
in this
away.
picture,
I am
Biebert?
looking. I'm gonna see, and I hope there's nothing degenerate.
No, but it could be violent.
Uh, I guess it's an assassination from like a takedown from behind.
It kind of feels like that. I have Rhea behind Grunch, and Grunch is looking very concerned with his
What
chatfish.
is a grunge?
I call that's Green Branch. I just call him Grunch.
Oh, okay, okay.
What is a grunge? It's true. What is a grunge?
It's
You
Green
should call him
Branch.
grunge.
It's like a Grinch, but it's grunge.
Yes, Green
Hi,
Branch.
chatfish. We go
Music
your
always
little
arrived.
flippy floppies.
Have you seen the new lore doc? It's already coming along. It's almost there.
Not yet. I had a Sunday. I was doing grandpa stuff and my own stuff, so. I had to
Robert
rest.
and Chumba did a really good job on it. I just have to finish writing it tonight, and then Chumba and Binsky are gonna probably pass over tomorrow, and then Tuesday we'll do the recording. Looks like we're on
Right.
track for Tuesday.
I'm gonna now take a look at what Lycanfish sent me, and I'm gonna see if what can I do with it.
Ah, for the red sun. Good.
Yeah.
All right,
Is it
so
a
I
re-
might have got a little lost in the layers in some parts, so I apologize for that.
Is the
I
red
asked for
sun-
3, he's gonna give me like 16. Like, we'll
Is the
see.
red sun over paradise?
Oh yeah, baby.
It's sadly not over paradise. It's actually off in the distance. Which is funny because you say paradise and I just realized the word ephemera translates to paradise. And I'm like, that's kind of funny. I never thought about it that way.
Like you
You
might.
see,
have
I
to
was
merge
I was
the-
referencing something.
I know, it's a reference to Metal Gear Revengeance. But I just realized that ephemera
I didn't
translates to
get it.
paradise. The red sun is Valletta. And I forget what Valletta means, but it doesn't mean red, sadly. It doesn't mean... It is a red sun. Or no, Valletta's not a sun. No, I think that's a planet. Oh shit, I'm getting the two mixed up again. I can't remember the sun or the planet. I think Valletta is the planet. Whatever. We'll deal with it later. What are you... And they're like balls. When I played it, I just pretended the main enemies were just Space Alien Cartel, and I was just a random dude roaming around and blasting people. Yeah, that's probably the best way. I mean, the big problem is the stories. The story's just kind of too fucking undeveloped and undercooked. It's like, okay, there's an alien empire that's the hegemon of this galaxy, or this corner of this galaxy. That's kind of interesting, and they're threatening us, and there's another race that's basically fighting against them in this war, and we're kind of entering a war that's already ongoing. And so that's kind of a cool setup. And then there's some sort of ancient precursor race in this galaxy that's done something here that has, like, it adds a little bit of depth to this galaxy. It's like, okay, there's a bit of history here. You know, there's some other race that had created these installations and stuff. But the issue is it just doesn't, like that, it just kind of ends conceptually. And that's Mass Effect Andromeda. Really cool concept. I love the idea of it. But it's super flat. And the reason why it's so flat is because they had a year, I think they had, what, a year dev time and like 4 months write time, or 6 months was it? Like, it's like,
That wasn't that long.
it was like they had an idea and they needed to cook for a few more years, and they didn't. And instead we got My Face is Tired. But technically they removed that.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be just this is placeholder. We'll take care of it later, but later came
Well,
after
they
they
outsourced-
released the
because
game.
they're only a year dev time, they outsourced all the animations to another studio outside of the
Have they
BT.
fixed? Have they fixed the backwards gun?
Yep, they fixed it. There's a lot of fixes, but the issue is that despite the game making improvements, it was too late. Damage was done. Nobody was going to try it. Didn't matter how much fixing they did. Didn't matter that they were working on the expansion for the Quarian arc and stuff like that. It's just too late. And even then, even if they did, the big problem is fundamentally, even what was there was kind of undercooked.
Alright, hold on.
Well, a couple of the characters are actually okay. The Krogan was the best character in there. The old Krogan guy.
But he was just discount rate. That's fun.
That's the issue though. He was just discount Rex.
He was Discount Rex, but old and grumpy. He was old grumpy man Rex.
But he was even older than Rex.
Yeah, he was a dinosaur. He was alive during the Krogan Rebellion. Or no, the Rachni Wars, wasn't he?
Close to.
Yeah, because he's fucking ancient. And
Even by Krogan standards.
and I think he's like the only character that was like, yeah, I can bring him along. And everyone else was kind of just like, meh. And that was it. Like, that was
And
it.
yeah, I have a Krogan.
I'm the Asari Commando human.
I don't like
I
her.
like the Asari Commandos.
I
Have I
know,
told you that I was raised by Asari Commandos?
Oh my god, yes.
Have I told you you're fucking cringe?
She's annoying. Yeah. She's annoying.
I had the millennial writing in it.
I don't know if it felt millennial as it felt more like.
No, it is. You'll see it again with the dialogue, and you'll roll your eyes. You'll be like, "Oh fuck."
I mean, it's how it reads to me is like a first draft. That they were like, "All right, good enough," and like, "Wait, what?"
I mean, probably.
Wait, what?
Probably.
Because usually an editor comes over that and cleans up any sort of inflections like that. That's what editors are for. You know, they're there to help clean up.
Or maybe they add them because millennial writers.
What if the writers were good and the editors?
They're
were
like,
millennials?
If the what? Sorry.
I don't think they were millennial writers. I think those writers were old, but I can't remember.
No, like the lead writer was this. Remember, it was this chick that had like no writing experience.
Well, she's
That was a big controversy at the time,
Oh,
and
okay.
she was like creative lead. But no,
Creative
you'll
lead?
see the difference.
No, she must have got fucking axed because she wasn't the lead on the,
Yeah, she
when the
did.
project launched. Because the guy who came
She
in, they pulled in their ace. I forget his name. Basically,
Their savior.
it's EA's ace director who comes in whenever there's a shit show, and he makes sure the product ships. One thing I will admire Andromeda
Reaper.
is its developer history is impressive. Impressive in the sense that the guy that came in to fix it managed to get it out in a playable state, considering what it looked like before he started working on it.
He had to axe so many features.
Space combat gone. Procedural generated worlds gone. Procedural
No. They did use procedurally generated worlds,
to
but that
create
was
the
just to
maps, yeah.
generate. Yes, to
To
generate
quickly
the
create
map,
the maps, yeah.
and then after that have people go back in and touch them up.
Yep, touch up the edited. Yep, they edited all the procedural maps. It's actually
But when
really
I
fascinating.
joked about 16 layers, I got 18.
Did you want to talk about them?
Nah.
Okay.
I'll merge
Well,
them, I
it's
think.
because I ended up having to do a lot more layers than I thought to get all the lighting and stuff.
That's
that
okay, I'll
shit,
just
so-
merge a bunch.
Yeah, merge them. Be careful because some of them might fuck shit up. So just keep an eye out.
Mm.
Alright, let's see. I think it's ready for lining. What do you think?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Added bonus. We got Rhea about to do something mean to Grunch. Grunch. So my headcanon is that because Green Branch lost a game against Inglis, Green Branch has brought dishonor to House Vala, and so now he's being punished. Now he's being...
Deservedly so.
Where is your Star Steel armor?
That triggers me.
They wouldn't have that.
Don't even say that.
You lost an expensive issue of army equipment.
Silence.
Your powered Star Steel arm.
They don't wear Star Steel armor for Palutena. That would be such a waste of a precious metal.
That's what's funny.
Oh, I recommend you something worse, Gibbs. Star Steel bolt tips.
Oh.
Star Steel bullets, Gibbs.
What about Star Steel
No.
pittons? To climb walls.
When we one day
Star Steel
when-
shurikens.
When we one day talk about how
hell
they
yeah.
forge Star Steel, you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is why." Okay, that makes so much sense. It's like, yes,
I feel like they
Star
should
Steel
already know,
earrings.
though. I feel like you've given enough information to know
they have
that
no
can't happen.
idea. I've never talked about that information for obvious reasons. Champfish can't know that because they're fat. Like, well, it's true, we are fat. I'm making a little ting, a widow ting, a widow ting. There we go. Look at that. It's cleaned up and grunchy. Grunchy. What we can do at the very least
I
is
just want
lower
to get
it.
grunchy.
Wait, no. We need to merge.
You want to get grungy.
No grunchy.
We'll lower it a bit.
Bucky would appreciate that because he's cringed and likes Rick and Morty.
Grunch, why did you lose the Star Steel armor? That's an expensive piece of army-issued equipment, I'd have you know.
I haven't watched a Yinglet. This is slander, base slander. It's gonna happen. This is made in advance. It's like, eep.
You know what's going to happen in the future.
You'll one
can
day
see
fall
it.
off your A game, Green Branch. It'll be over for you. And Rhea will be there, waiting. It's like, no.
To stab you in the back.
It's like,
You stabbed me in the back.
Fucking dead.
Why does everyone keep stabbing me in the back?
John Terrestrial will not
Cause
be
it's
there to
easy.
help you.
He does a lot of damn.
Wait, Kib stole your Star Steel armor? How could he?
He said he couldn't have it, and therefore Kip stole it.
Falls into his little bucket. Oh my god, that reminds me to beat you guys, because you keep drawing, like, you guys keep forgetting to put, like, oh my god. All of the artists can't, for the life of them, remember that the Star Steel has, like, a special, like, coloration to it, and they just keep fucking it up. It's like, what is that? That's just regular steel. Fix it! Fix it! You notice how he got quiet, Chad? Because he knows
I've
he's
only drawn
naughty.
Star Steel once. And it was correct. But you told me to make sure it was correct.
Because I was tired of people making mistakes with it. It's like I say, like, a thing looks a certain way, and then I see it look like something else. And I get mad, because I'm like, God damn it, like, consistency. I give you guys so much freedom.
Green Bunch was in the mines for so long, mining out that Star Steel. And you just took it from him.
The mines.
Yeah. The Star Steel mines. The
Amoria.
deep impact of the meteor.
I feel like you're gonna kill Kip with all this.
Fuck. Alright, we'll worry about that line later.
Not only did he steal the Star, you kicked his door in? You invaded his property? Man, that poor Green Branch.
His name is Grunch for a reason. He's a Grunch. Dumb! I don't know why, but I feel like Gears of War now. Dumb! You know, because it's either like, my fucking tomatoes! He just kills himself. No matter how much I draw, I'm not getting better. Getting worse. Making mistakes.
Eyes.
Boop. That line being off bothers me on a spiritual and fundamental level.
Well, there's only one solution.
Yeah, it's alright. Or just redraw it. That
No,
do
death.
this.
Death is a solution.
Fix it.
Yeah. Be fast. No slow, Kip. Fast.
How you going, Robert? Is the layers not too much of a problem?
Oh, I'm just gonna use a single picture. There's a lot to talk about with layers. Because as soon as you put like effects on a layer like glow and all that, and it is, you know, it's inconsequential when I want to export that specific above layer as a PNG, because it won't act the same way.
Hold on, let me pull it up. I'll see if I can maybe merge.
No, don't worry about it. I thankfully the image is in a way that I can do. I think I can do everything with it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's
It's still looking very cool, but yeah.
Okay.
I also wouldn't want to mess up your workflow too much.
Make it. Besmirch it.
Beaver little guy.
Yeah, just like tomatoes.
When compare him to a tomato.
Cherry tomatoes, right? The small ones.
Take back what was taken.
Every time you eat it, you don't think of Denethor.
Take the land that has been taken. Awaken, awaken.
Alright, just chat. It does. It really does. How many chapters are left? Ooh.
5.
I think we're only gonna get one
And I
today.
backseat a little. When it comes to a thing where you have to cross over like that little thing bit there or the fang, just cross it over so the line where you will draw is much more fluid, and then you can just delete the little part after.
I mean, to be honest, we should have started this drawing stream much earlier.
Oh, you're tired.
Yeah.
You,
Yes.
you do
Like,
sound tired.
It's all
I'm
Raffles'
sorry.
fault.
Starting streaming
But
at
the-
like 6ish is not a good idea. That's why I was like better at 12 when I had higher energy. This is like
Well-
later in the day, post like.
What I told you
6.
is still valid, so try to remember.
No, I don't think I will.
No?
I'm your
Oh
boss,
my
so I
God.
don't have to. So I
Ah.
don't have to.
Well, you know, it's like, of course, you can always disregard what I say, but
I appreciate the helpful
He's like,
advice,
good, I will.
but I'm retarded and I need to be left alone. And I need to...
you do sound like someone I know, and you would be really upset if I told you who.
Hey, I'm honest. I say it. I'm not a liar like some people. Squealy.
I
That's
never
a
lie.
That's a no. That's a lie. You told a dear friend that a game got better when it definitely didn't.
And I'll do
Was
it
your
again.
dear friend?
No one knows.
I remember that. That was funny.
No one will ever know. And I'll do it again.
I have committed no sin.
This one's kitten and this one's grooming are the same. Squealy just sits there. Profound.
I feel like you're full of hate.
Oh yeah, no one told me. What is this froggy chair?
Oh no. That's right, chat funded it. So you're gonna draw a little happy froggy chair. Send them the reference.
I'll make sure it's the correct thing.
And what's it?
Don't tell him.
The froggy chair is a
Don't tell him.
chair.
Let him.
Don't tell him. Well, I have to fucking draw it.
Yeah, you're gonna draw.
Now
it.
you know it's a froggy chair.
It's a little happy froggy chair.
Where's the
His
litchy
hand
fishy in my
chair.
DMs? There he is. There you go.
Feels a bit odd, Boulder. Not gonna lie. Boulder's like Boulder when it gives you a kiss. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Pretty much. How does it
Okay,
feel to
that's
have a nickname
a
for
froggy
lunch?
chair. And what else?
That's it.
You mean that's it?
That's it.
Well, you gotta have Choomba sitting in it, right? Oh no. For the pen and paper, you just need to draw a little froggy chair. We need that as a token.
Oh, a token.
And didn't chat also fund the
Four
art piece?
hands.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Then you need the little froggy chair. You need to draw Sal and Garud. Garud's handing Sal very delicious food. And in the background, you need to draw the froggy chair, but sitting in it is going to be a Choomba. And that's it.
Okay, so
You don't need any other
We have-
context.
Sao is sitting.
No, Sal and Garud are facing each other, right? They're at the front of the screen, right? Garud
Okay.
is handing her food, and that's it for their exchange. In the background, very clearly defined, is Choomba sitting in a little froggy chair, watching them.
Like in a cuck chair.
He finally figured it out. He finally figured. That's what happened in the pen and paper session. And he said he'd be happy to sit in the chair. That was funny.
Sao still. I thought Sao died.
No, Sal's
Oh
still
wait,
alive.
no.
That can be arranged.
That's Matt Blankenbacher. He's dead as fuck. He's dead as...
His legacy lives on Viewer, at least.
I just haven't seen Sao be fielded that much.
She's not a
She
comeback
doesn't get
character.
fielded. She sits in the back and does her own thing
Ah,
for
okay.
for the rapey man himself.
Oh my god, I can feel my
Oh, she's
fatigue.
artillery. That's right.
It's starting to affect the quality. Yeah, we're only gonna be able to do one tonight, chat. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can finish this. I could just feel my like body just go.
He's like, chat, I feel my body betraying me.
And then you need a separate token for the froggy chair.
Yep, because anytime we go to base, he has a little chair to sit in. He has a little...
He has 2 of them actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has 2.
we don't need to draw 2 separate ones. We'll just copy and paste it. He put
I could draw one
because
with a
he's
happy
got-
face, one with a sad face.
no, don't waste the time because it's better to spend time on these.
He's like, no, you don't understand. I'll just use the mirror tool and then flip it upside down.
Yeah,
Okay.
just turn it upside down. Turn that frown upside down.
Because, like, for whatever reason,
That's
he
when he's in a
decided to
grumpy
just-
mood, he sits in the sad front froggy chair. When he's in a happy mood, he sits in the happy one.
Oh my god.
It's really self-explanatory.
But the character itself doesn't change his mannerisms. He just sits in the chair.
It's the curse of being 30,
It's
Gibbs.
Jumbo.
It's not the curse of being 30. It's the curse of me, like, working. It's been, like, 7... Like, okay, so it's not even been 7 hours. I've been working for, like, 12 or what is it, 11 hours now? Because I got up at, like, 8 or whatever and been working since then. It's now 7:50 p.m. And this is every
Because don't
day.
forget,
This is
when you're trying to do something entertaining, like chat and all that, like, even if physically that's not a lot of work, mentally that actually is taxing over that amount of time.
And drawing art is a taxing thing.
Yes.
But like and Fish wouldn't know
Excuse
that.
me.
He would know it as well.
He wouldn't know it. Never drew a day. I actually don't know why he's on the
Wow, mean.
It's weird. I get taxed if I'm not drawing, but also while I'm drawing.
So, Mr. Personality, I highly doubt you've worked 124 hours in a single day.
That's skill.
Not only can you do that, you can also time travel.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie, actually. Wish I could do
Oh.
that.
He lives in the area in the world where there's like a temporal field, so hours go slower.
Like you work within the vicinity of a black hole, so
It's like
time
Interstellar.
just slows down.
No.
Exactly,
It's
the
like-
time
no, no.
dilation.
It's like Interstellar. 1 hour here is like 8 years on Earth. Excellent.
Exactly.
I can finally wait for Kibbs to finish his stream.
1 hour in this McDonald's is 3 hours in the real world.
I think one of the funniest ones of those I saw is 1 hour here is 8 hours, or 8 hour, or whatever the conversion was in the real world. Excellent. I can finally wait for Starfield to be finished here.
Oh dear.
All right, that's it. Robert, you can play Starfield right now if you want. Say thank you.
What? There's no
What?
way. There's no room.
Bieber
I will not
said-
reinstall that thing.
Bieber, how much to install it again?
It's big.
It's big.
Starfield.
How much, Bieber? How much? He's giving
What do you
me-
mean, how much?
Yeah, how much money would I have
You
to
mean
give
money?
Yeah, for you to play Starfield and beat it.
And
And
beat it.
beat it? Because I did play it a lot, but I never cared about the story, same way as Skyrim.
Why don't you play that?
Just so when one day I make it big, you know, when our setting blows up and I make bajillions of dollars and I have fuck you money, I'll just be like, Robert, you need to write a detailed essay on Starfield. And he's like, never. And I hand him like $1 billion and he'll be like, oh, okay.
I can rent a bunch of them, but it's not
Okay.
worth it.
He's just
I'm
so
not
sad.
playing Minecraft. You can't fucking make me play Minecraft. $10,000 donated. 2 seconds later, playing Minecraft.
That was
Oh, I love
RuneScape.
Minecraft.
How do you feel about
We
RuneScape?
should with Minecraft.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're scared. You're scared, little Bieber Bonato. Scared.
I did play Planet Captor. I got it. I saw Robin playing it. I'm like, progress. I did. She painted so much cool space stuff.
Now, careful what you say on
What?
stream, Bieber. Chatfishes are little chatfishes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Chatfishes are
That's
chunky.
cool stuff.
Trevor's like, what is he talking about, Kib? Tell us right now. Not telling you. Like, fucking sad.
Yeah, when you talk about what you're working on, replace any spoiler with just chatfish. Just say chatfish.
Chatfish.
I'm gonna take this chatfish and then make it move
Fishy
like this
paints so
chatfish.
many cool chatfish stuff.
And take this chatfish and then move it over to that chatfish. You have to go to the chatfish layer, and that allows you to add the chatfish effect.
Oh, I kind of like that.
I lose my mind.
24C Depresso works full time for the bucket. Shit posting everyone in the Discord.
Really?
He's got his full attention. He's a hard worker.
I should have wasted so much time on Rhea. God damn it. I added way too much of this. I'm pulling an
Maybe.
Indio. I'm going above and beyond. And
I was about to say, Kibbs, you remind me of a certain artist of yours.
Fuck you, Indio. Burn
In
in
fact,
hell.
I would have probably made the fish smaller and we are a bit bigger. Because that big helmet is a big empty space. That's just nitpicking me.
This is a chatfish picture. It's not
That's-
actually like a illustration. It's a
Yeah, it's
character
just
where something
AJ.
happened to him. It's not a scene.
He's not having a background or anything.
Oh my god, what a fucking pry.
I look at everything as a scene.
You're a scene kid, Robert.
That scene.
Oh my god. That's cool, but let's not do that. Yeah, she kind of looks like you don't really know her motion. Like, it doesn't look particularly good. Like, she's probably gonna do something bad to you, Green Branch, but you know, it could be worse, right? Probably. It's like, don't worry about it. You'll be in heaven soon, little Green Branch. You'll be
Really?
in heaven soon.
Has he earned the right to heaven?
Yeah, of course.
Did he make his way to
All
heaven?
chatfish
through
go
the
to
naughty
heaven. Have you
lines?
seen the new fan art from Tuna today? There's little chatfish in heaven, but they're in...
Yeah, all chatfish go to heaven where they get to watch Kib play Fire Warrior for all eternity.
It's just the
That's
biggest
what's
fireworks
heaven.
stream.
But however, Kib goes to hell and plays Fire Warrior for all eternity.
Oh.
When I stream from hell to chatfish and we're in
Yep.
heaven.
Exactly.
Now remember, we're gonna do things to Bieber Bonato that Bieber Bonato cannot be prepared for.
Be prepared.
Look at how Bieber Bonato got quiet. He's scared. He's just
I'm
scared.
just concentrating on what I'm doing.
One day, Biebert will become a
She's-
real bee, and we will be sad because he can no longer speak in his bee voice.
Nah. I might become a Fumo though.
I might become a fumo.
You already have one. I made you one.
Everyone.
Why are you like this, Biebert? Why can't you be a bee and a fumo at the same time?
I could be a Fumo bee.
True.
Fumo bees are the best.
Look at that line control.
You said something, and now look at it. Now look at it. See, that right there was me going like, and I was thinking to myself like, oh, this is gonna suck. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna use whatever concentration and willpower I have and focus it on a single moment in time. And that was
Like in
it.
fish. I want to let you
That was
know,
right there.
when you said look at that line control, I immediately thought of the fucking scene from fucking... what's this called again? American Psycho, where he's just looking at a fucking white card.
Oh, the
Look-
Oh
cards.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at
Subtle
that.
thickness of it.
The sauce.
I have a fun version of that somewhere. I have it if I can
The
find it.
off-white coloring. There's so many great versions.
But imagine
I
like
have
the artist all sitting around Kib, watching him draw. It's like, look at that. The subtle yellowness of the chatfish. Oh my god.
Let's see Paul Allen's chatfish.
uh,
Oh my god. I can't believe Reggie likes his chatfish more than mine.
That's a movie that the memes are so much better than the actual movie.
No, the movie's no, yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
the
no,
movie
you're
holds up.
right. The movie's great, but the fucking the memes take it so far out of left
I know,
field. It's just
like,
fucking funny as shit.
The "Why not, you stupid bastard" is still an excellent scene.
The-
in
Oh,
the
that's
movie.
also a funny meme.
It's
The
not
issue
possible.
is-
Why not? It's
the-
just not.
Why not?
Why
The
not,
issue
you
is the
stupid bastard?
delivery of those lines is so perfect.
Yeah.
It's just like you just can't top it.
Look, chat, we've done it. Oh no, her ear isn't complete. I hate Rhea, I hate Rhea. She must be dethroned, chat. It's like, what?
I got a throne for her to sit on.
She doesn't-
Oh,
She doesn't have a throne.
She shows up. Sorry, it's too small.
oh. Oh, like
Did
That
you
image
like
is
that
a-
cackle you
it's
did,
a
by the way,
fucking-
Lickenfish? Like, do you like that little gay cackle? Like, somebody
Fucking hands.
somebody go back and clip that and clean that up a little. That little cackle. And then let's put that on the soundboard in the Discord. Like, whenever I do Chatfish laughing, I'm honestly thinking of Hans' laughs. And, like, that's what Chatfish sound like when they laugh.
It's very sinister. It kind of scares me when he was laughing really hard the other day. I was like, oh god, he's out to get me.
You should have heard him in Call of Duty Ghost. He was so cranky yesterday. It was funny.
The lag was that shit.
He's mad again.
Yeah, okay.
He's relapsing. He's relapsing. Chatfish. He's like,
The lag was actually that bad. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm not great at ghosts, but when the game itself is the reason that I'm like getting killed, yeah, that pisses me off.
What's funny is I'd follow him around in Ghosts and like he'd be legging and like he would just like leg and like as he's like fucking like just inching around the map. It's so funny. Like sometimes he would leg in place, like when he'd do that because you could kind of predict it, right? So you go boop 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 as he'd move forward, right? And if you just shot at wherever he stopped, because it was client side or whatever, it would register you kill him. So you just like wait for him to stop and then shoot him, and then he's ooh, and then you'd hear him get, God damn it, game every goddamn time. If you watch that stream, there's like several moments where Hans will say, God damn it, game, and there's just me, and I'm just fucking smiling. Because he's just getting fucking blasted. And there was this one section of that game last night, the community game, where I kept killing Hans. I don't know why. We just randomly kept running into each other. But it was one of the times where he was getting very mad. It was fun. I had to tell him Hans to calm down because he was taking it too far. So Hans, calm down. You gotta relax, Hans. Chatfish get a little intimidated. True. So how do you feel about this one, Chatfish? Pretty much, how do you feel spiritually about this one? You can move that.
Individually.
No, spiritually. It's a spiritual piece. It's like, what the fuck, spiritual?
the Chevys are tearing up. They're so upset by it.
Spiritual.
Be one, be bo, be now, wow, to. I'm stealing the Elder Scroll. England approves. Mostly because he's looking forward to him being executed. He's like, kill him. It's a little speech impediment. You can just hear it in the background. I did nothing wrong. She just wants to give me a kiss. Mwah. That big tooth of yours. Big sharp fang. That big tooth. Big chatfish tooth. Look at Yinglet getting fucking sassy in there, chat. I don't know. What do we do about that Yinglet? Like, kill him. Kill him right now, kid. Show no mercy.
You should kill him. Kill him, Shibs. You know you want to kill him. Kill him.
Chatfish.
Did you just call him Shibs?
Yeah. I've called them chibs. I've called them shibs. I've called them plibs every once in a while.
Wait, I can't see it yet. Derp. We'll just steal the colors.
Oh my god, he can't stop. Stop this thief.
Chatfish, I have become more powerful. Like, no! They just explode. And the Doom Slayer. Fucking these guys are so goddamn dumb.
I am against all the wickedness that hell could conjure.
And then he brapped very loud. Like, brap.
All the evil mankind could produce. They will send only Kib.
Bam, 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 bam. Fucking music. Oh my god.
A lot of fun making that.
Making what?
That video.
What video?
Doom video.
You doing video?
Yeah.
When?
The Doom Slayer.
I don't even know you could make.
When I finished the Doom thumbnail.
Oh, you
You didn't
did?
see it?
I tried to block you, you know. He's like, no. He's like, He started bullying Licky for no
It's
reason.
one where it's saying that quote and then it's the outline of the pencil Kib.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get that red. Oh, she looks kind of fucking evil. Holy shit. Oh my god.
They will send unto them only Kib. Against all the wickedness that EA could conjure. All the evils the games industry could produce.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, that's like cringy people. Like do that like, oh my god.
It's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. That's like when somebody says gamers like 30 times in like a statement.
Gamer.
You consider yourself a gamer not because you don't have a life, but because you have many.
I play video games to live many lives. You play video games fat and low.
We're not the same.
You play video games so you could have fun. I play video games so I can say slurs on the internet. We're not the same.
Hell yeah, brother.
Speaking of that, Chatfish, when Kibbs posts a lore video, make sure you type gamer word as your comment.
Like the actual,
yeah, you
like
do that. I'm not sure I appreciate that on the
no,
on the other
Like,
channel.
you can't say, you can't say like the actual gamer. It has to actually just be gamer word.
That's what I've been.
But yeah, but it's just I don't know.
Make comments something interesting.
It felt a bit.
I think you should just
All of a
have
sudden,
debate
people
about
start
the
now
balance.
saying something interesting as the comment. And you say,
Well,
"Cactus."
no. You know,
Send me the green
be
branch
another
Chatfish
some moments.
in DMs so I can see what it looks like in color. So I can see what it looks
This is your fault.
I know he's green, that's about it.
Oh my god. Yeah. Pathetic. Well, maybe I won't be able to send it to you because Discord. God.
Is Grunch's cape the same color as Ria's?
It's the Palatina color.
Is it different?
The crimson.
Is it different? Does your
I'm
lore
sending-
include a god going
It's coming.
mad and creating
There it is.
bizarre works? Any of our
Grunch
gods
also
go
sent it.
mad?
Also, his green is more of a yellow green, not a blue green.
I don't think so. Not yet, anyways. We've only done two. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2. God damn it. No. Think of it this way. It's easier to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've only done 11 religions so far. Oh, fuck, 12. I forgot about that one. Can't say their names, though.
Religions? Talking about his skin color.
I was answering a Chatfish question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that red is actually the same. Makes sense. It's probably the house color, if I remember right. There's a little bit of gold sheen. A little gold here. There we go. Fuck. I think darker will actually help it rather than brighter. His little tooth is that color. Whoops. There's a little grunch. A little gruncher. You have a white tooth because he's got clean teeth. And here we go. That's looking pretty slick, chat bros. That's another chatfish in the chatfish bucket. There's Kerplunk. I got you, I sent it. Oh, well, Licky, I think, beat you technically.
Licky.
Actually, you tied. I just had Licky's open, but I appreciate it regardless. The look of concern on this one was just... He just like... It makes me amused. Let's see if we can do another one. Alright, so let's review all the chatfish we've made thus far. The first one.
Rat.
The second one. Goompy. Goomster. Isla Bisla. Spitter Pig.
Speak.
Slap Truck, who's literally just a rack with a salmon shark on him. This one, which is the god-awful abomination. The Chatfish editions on this one really completed, in my opinion. Like I am proud of the little Chatfish I drew on the sides. I think they really make it come together, you know what I mean? Like, it's the fellow Chatfish. Like, they see one of their fellow Chatfish, and these are the lemon fish, right? They're not used to this, right? They're new. And they see this. So chubby. Alright, so let's see. That one is my magnum opus. It's Sausage Sturmrat. Sturmrat was always a sausage chat. God, that's such a sausage body. Oh my god, look at it. Fuck, just want to like slap him down on a table or something. And slap him around a little. Former ghost. Being violent. Janos. Also being violent. I notice how honestly, like, it's just becoming more violent, is what I'm realizing.
Wait, what happened to the chatfish with the legs? The Geno one.
That's probably in here. On a different layer.
Somewhere
Oh, it isn't.
Oh, you never lined them.
around here.
Yeah, the sketch layer.
I don't even know what layer it was on. The Chitonki.
It was the sketch layer for Geno. I still.
The sketch layer for Jano doesn't show it either. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yeah, there they are.
The Chitonki.
Chitonki, that's right.
Goddamn. Once I get practice and I get gun the flow, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna start drawing again. I can do little goofy sketches. Honestly, its face is upsetting to me. I don't know what about it. Like, it just sort of like look at it, chat. Like, does that upset you a little bit? How does it make you feel? Do you like his face? He's just kind of
He's a happy little guy.
like, he looks happy, but like not in a good way. Not in a good way. He's like,
You happy about?
nobody knows. He's got two big fucking legs. Dope, dope, dope. With little toes. Oh, that's right, they only have two toes. It is late. I think we'll call it here, and then next time we'll try to do the stream earlier so I can get more of them done.
I will suffer for it.
8:15 p.m.
Your sins will be paid in kind.
The big thing is what we'll do is you can just hot join, you know, while it's ongoing.
And he's like, joins, like, Kibbs, no, you fucked this thing up hours ago.
It's too late. Reminds Kibbs of himself. That's me, yeah. Every morning when I'm looking at press the stream button, like I'm gonna go live, I'm like, hello, chat. How are you? Alright, chat, we'll be popping in the Discord for a little bit of an after stream hangout. I'll be in there for a bit, and then I will be disappearing to go work on the lower VTO. I might just do it in there and just deafen myself, because you guys can ramble to each other, and then we can focus on writing. But yeah, we'll keep up making progress on these chatfish. We're going to try to get back in the flow of doing drawings once per week. Drawing streams or Scribble streams. We might do it on different days. But yeah, we have a couple more chatfish to go. We have 5 more fish and a thumbnail. And no more people can buy onto that thumbnail. Thumbnail's done. That's a lot of work. Alright. We'll see you in the Discord chat. For those who don't follow us, have yourself a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.